What would you do without me?
We'll keep looking, probably. I'm taking apart a pallet to turn it into a toilet so you cannot poop on the floor.
Where have we been pooping?
On the floor. in a plant pot.
In a plant pot, in a plastic bag.
Because we classy.
We classy.
These are somewhat better made than the ones I'm used to.
Well, he did say they were fairly new.
3 massive nails each one of these. It'll take a while.
Isn't it easier with the crowbar?
No, the crowbar won't go into the gaps. So I need to get it at least open enough that I can get the crowbar in.
We have a shitter.
I need to cut the hole for your poop first. And I need to put supports on either side of where you're going to sit, because, you know, hefty.
Are you going to sand it?
The whole thing.
I'll take that as a no then. Feet is only ever so slightly dangling, but it will do for the short term.
Well, I was going to suggest putting just something at the bottom to put your feet on.
What, like a little step?
Yeah, poop step. So yeah, now I'll screw everything together, pull that middle bar out, put sidebars in, cut the hole for the poop.
Cut the hole for the poop.
Yeah, it's also soft closing, that toilet. So, you know,
yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I do think the sides need to be shut. I think all the holes need to be shut, but if bugs are going to get in it anyway, I suppose it doesn't matter.
The front's always going to be looking like that, unless we put something over the front.
I mean, it'd be really nasty if you're taking a shit and the spider crawls up your ass.
True, that would be horrifying. I mean, if you want that completely closed, that's a lot more work, but doable.
But then how would you get the bucket out if it's all shut?
Well, we need to buy some hinges and make a door at the front. We'll have a lean up against the door. And I need to take all those pallets completely apart and rebuild it. Which I could do. There's no reason not to.
We'll think about it.
Well, I'm going to take this apart first. We're going to look at that. Because this, apparently, parts of it I can just rip apart with my bare hands. Because this crowbar system does not seem to work well. Look how they're ridged nails, they don't just pull out. Super annoying.
I think we got conned for those pallets.
I think we did as well.
One whole pallet was €5, which I thought was just a bit much.
Yeah, and they're whatever this modern bullshit is. Look, I mean, if you look at the difference between the wood that one's made out of and the wood that's made out of.
That is a much better quality. Yeah, I think we need to find a new pallet merchant.
Yeah, I think you're right. But the long one, if I can get all these long ones out, like that, we'll put all those next to each other with a piece of wood underneath it. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those will make the work surface.
The kitchen worktops? Yeah.
Hopefully, if I can get them all out without splintering them to pieces.
Well, I've now finished the dishes, so I can try and take apart a pallet, see how that goes for me. Good morning. It is Sunday. We had a really great night's sleep. Well, I did anyway. Tom had to get up to go take a shit. I'm going to give you the grand tour of the indoors. So, this is our bed situation. First night I was terrified of sleeping because I thought spiders were walking on me, but yesterday was fine. Empty room. This is the bathroom, which we have not cleaned. Well, it's not actually a bathroom, it's a toilet and a sink and a bidet, but we're leaving it shut for now. Other empty room. This room we're using as storage for all of our shit. this is our kitchen situation. This is another empty room, which we're using for shoes, spare gas bottle, mops and brooms, and Tom is using it as a dirty clothes pile. Beautiful misty cloud inside the valley. Not talking to you. Tom is doing the dishes.
Which takes so much water to do here. This is ridiculous. Wasting the egg
And then the downstairs, nearly finished compost toilet. Are you going to finish the compost toilet today?
Well, yeah, all we need is sawdust, it's done.
Nice. We're going to buy some sawdust from Tabua Market.
Hopefully.
I spent yesterday demossing the whole of the terrace and I'm still not done.
It's a lot of moss, mate.
It's a lot of moss, but it's looking much better.
How much turmeric did you use?
Not even that much. I ran out.
Wow.
Half a teaspoon.
So we're now on the world of the yellow plates.
Oh no. Oh no.
Maybe next time we go past the antique shop, we buy some real plates. Because these plastic ones did very well for the short period, but they're now yellow.
We've not actually shown the whole of the house on here, I don't think. I think we only showed it when we first viewed it.
Yeah, and I don't think we did a walkthrough either.
No. We'll save the walkthrough for another time.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that needs to be done before we leave?
I opened the window in the bedroom a little bit to let some air in.
Oh, great. The bees are going to come in.
I was going to say, do you want to close that, or...?
No, you can probably just leave it open for a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I slept fine yesterday. I think the fear of spiders walking on me has now...
Abated.
Yeah. I'm now over it.
Cool.
If a spider walks over in my sleep, such is life.
I mean, the only reason that never happened in London is because, you know, the spiders really just couldn't be asked to go up 13 floors.
Well, we never had spider problems in London because we were so high up. But also, hopefully, because our floor is technically slightly higher up, we'll get less spiders.
Yeah, I think we would get less spiders. What I'd also suggest we do is get some of that powder and put it around all the windowsills.
Good morning. So, quick update. Today's Tuesday. We spent most of yesterday basically running around town buying more supplies and equipment, doing laundry, buying food. We're currently still using our cooler box to store food, and we can manage sort of like 3 days worth of food in there. So every 3 days we have to restock. But yeah, we got paint as well, so we can make this kitchen area look a little more pleasing. I mean, it's clean, we've bleached everything, but I mean, look at that over there. That's basically the fire. And it would just look nicer with a coat of paint. Today's jobs, Tom is going to build a kitchen countertop because we don't have enough worktops to sort of comfortably cook from. I'm going to finish demossing the terrace. We've bought a new shower head, which is down there, which works really well. And we need to figure out a more permanent place for the outdoor shower. And then we've bought a new cover for the actual outdoor shower because that shower curtain doesn't work very well. So we've got a bamboo one. we used the compost toilet for the first time this morning, which was pretty good. We picked up some wood chips and sawdust yesterday. We also are going to be stealing water from our neighbours up the road. Let me rephrase that. We did not steal water. We did ask permission from a few neighbours that stopped by and said hello to us. We were trying to figure out who lived right behind us, and they basically told us that people never stay there. They only come down for a month in the summer. But we did offer to pay for the bill, and they actually said no, it was fine. So yeah, we did not steal water from the neighbours. We asked for permission, but we jokingly said that we stole it. So that we can refill these 2 water tanks that we've got, because it's a bit of a pain having to keep going up to that camping site, basically on a daily basis, to refill water. But we noticed that the neighbours have an outdoor tap, which we're pretty sure is clean water. So we've got 2 long water pipes that we're just going to connect into there and then top up the water tanks. We haven't seen anyone live there, but I think if we see the little farmer lady today, we're just going to tell her that we're using their water, and if she knows them, that, you know, we'll pay the water bill. But yeah, just going to get everything slightly more cleaned up today. We're sort of limited on what we can do without running water, drainage and electricity. We've also got a date for signing the final deed, which is about just over a week and a half from now. But yeah, slowly but surely. You little water thief, you.
Yes? No?
Well, only a little bit came out, now nothing's coming out. It's not turning off. Okay.
Success?
Yep.
Quite a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's quite good once the pressure actually starts. Look at you stealing the water!
We are going to pay for the water as soon as we find out whose water it is.
Come on, let me hose you down. Come on, Maurice. Stop, I'm holding the camera. Cool, well, successful.
I mean, that means with this,
we can try and connect it to the water tank at some point.
Try and connect it to the water tank with the funnel. It will always just be pouring. But got the small funnel. The only issue is with the way we've done that now. Actually, we'll fix that potentially. That pipe will go into itself as opposed to into the thing. Screw in. Fitting on the end. Hang the funnel. String the 2. Yeah? We'll give that a go now.
Can do. So this is what we've done with this water tank yesterday. We basically need to completely let the water drain out. There's already a hole at the end, so that shouldn't be too difficult. But we basically bought this and then attached it to the smaller pipe, and it's now just draining outside the tank, but it's not working very well because it's dripping. So we need to figure out a way to stop it from dripping so it can fully drain. There's like water snakes and frogs and all types of things living in this thing, so that should be fun to clear out.
So if you could put your foot or some weight on this, that would be great.
And that is running all the way down to the house, so you can get your moppings in.
My moppings, your mopping.
You don't need to walk up and down the driveway.
All that easy moppings.
Some lush mint growing around here. What else do you think is edible in here?
You can eat dock leaves if you want.
Yeah?
I mean, I wouldn't. Quite a lot of blackberry around. A lot of bramble. I don't think there's a huge amount edible. There might even be some watercress in the middle of the bottom.
Potentially. I guess we'll never know.
No, we will not. Because I got to kill it.
We're gonna take it all down.
Right. Don't step on the plank.
Right, we're done up here.
Yep.
Cool.
Pick up. Well, there you go.
We can't turn that off down here, can we?
That never stops.
Well, I guess we'll just have to keep emptying the bucket if we're not using it.
Well, that's you at 2 in the morning, not me.
Hop, hop. A quick update on where we're at. We spent another morning buying supplies. Tom built the countertop for the kitchen yesterday, which is working beautifully. We went to go buy a bin. We went to go buy willies, cement, extra shit. And we also decided to buy a generator for electricity. And now we have to try to figure out how to use it.
Jesus. That's a lot of instructions.
Oh, look at you and your wellies.
Look at you and your wellies. They're still in.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to catch them and get them in.
I'm just going to hold them.
Okay. Just going to get in first to grab the problem. What are you doing, mate?
Well, we just spent the last, would you say an hour?
Yeah, I'd say about. Actually, I've got my phone here. I can tell you. My phone covered in ants. 2:30 now.
Yeah, so probably the last hour cleaning out the water tank, saving frogs and newts, which we now have in this bucket. Oh look, you can see one of them, look.
Hello, that's Stephen.
Little heads poking out. So that's now the new frog and newt home. We need to get this completely cleaned out, seal up
Whatever issues there are with it.
Issue seems to be happening. Clean it up, scrub it, paint it, and then let the water fill back up. Oh, another newt. 2 in 1, 2 in 1.
Hello, it's us, we're newts.
Right, I'm going to get out of here now.
Wash your paws, I'd say. Makes life a little easier.
Well, that was a fun experience.
Newty.
Newty, froggy. Not held a frog since I was 3. It gets scarier when you get older.
Really?
Yeah.
You frog shocked?
Well, when you're a kid, you don't really care what you're picking up, but when you're an adult, it may be poisonous.
Now jump over the frogs.
Oh, motherfucker.
Still a lovely day in the mountains, and a big old tub of shit. Yeah, if you're gonna buy a house, buy a new house.
Yesterday we went to go buy some fruits from the fruit tree market, which is about 20 minutes drive away. We're going to start planting those either this afternoon or tomorrow. We also managed to get the generator working yesterday, so now we don't have to keep charging all of our electricals at the coffee shop. Let me show you the trees. Oh, let's shut that. It's actually really cold today. It's about 13 degrees right now. Here's some of our fruit trees. We have 2 different types of tangerines, 2 different types of oranges, a peach, a pomegranate, a persimmon, and a lemon. So we have 8 trees in total. And today we are filling up the water tank with waterproof filler.
Waterproof filler with the world's most complex set of instructions ever.
Well, no, you just add 5 litres of water, don't you?
No, I've just read the back. It's got a whole... This is the sort of the grown-up end of these things. This is not just like a seal me in paint. This is a... I'm actually here to stick stuff together.
But this looks pretty good compared to what it was like last week.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with the wire brush, just flatten everything out a bit, brush it all into the bottom corner. This also apparently goes on if this is wet.
I mean, is it worth brushing off everything else? Because I tried to get that as clean as possible yesterday.
No, it's just like the lumps of concrete.
Oh, what, just the bottom bit?
Yeah, just the bottom. Oh, no, I'm not going to go all the way around the sides.
Okay, fine. So we have 3 bags of this filler, which we think should do us up until halfway up the tank.
Yeah, with a bit of luck.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it says minimum 1.5 kilos per metre squared. Which we would easily do the whole thing at that.
Okay, we should be alright.
Yeah.
Cool. Another misty day.
Very pretty in the misty way. Here on the moors.
3 waterproof cement bags later. And we have hopefully waterproofed
The bottom half.
the bottom of the water tank.
Yeah.
That looks lovely, that.
What I'm thinking is we should just buy the waterproof paint in white and just go around the top with it. Because it's not going to get that high, is it?
It depends if you want to use it as a swimming pool at some point. I mean, if it works,
If it works, we'll just get another bag.
we get another bag and we do the top.
One more bag will easily do the top.
If it doesn't, then we use this as a flower bed.
Flower bed. If it doesn't, we just put another layer on.
What a day, mate, what a day. What a morning.
What time is it?
No idea. Probably lunchtime.
So, update. What have we achieved today?
Well, we waterproofed the water tank.
We hope.
We hope. Fingers crossed, we'll know tomorrow. And then we put in 5 fruit trees on the top terrace. This is now the citrus terrace.
Hard to see, but they're there. Tiny little fruit trees.
There are 2 clementines, a winter one and a summer one, 2 oranges, a winter one and a summer one, and a lemon. Planting fruit trees is exhausting.
It's a lot of digging, isn't it?
It's a lot of digging, a lot of carrying around compost, a lot of handling manure.
Manure.
Even touched a worm.
Gosh, trauma.
It's all happening over here.
That it is, pig. That it is.
That it is.
Also trying to think about how to turn this section here into a parking drive-in area.
Bit hard now though, we put 5 trees on it.
Well, I mean, we've only put 5 trees down there. Still plenty of space for a couple of cars.
Well, this is also supposed to be the guest terrace, so... Lot to think about,
Yeah, it's easier if you've got flat land.
We wanted terraces.
We got enough fucking terraces.
Maybe we could just do parking up that hill.
What, make them walk all the way across?
Yeah.
It'd be good for them, healthy.
Yeah.
We could have a zip line for their luggage. So here is our lemon. With the only one that needs a stake, because apparently she's soft lemon. The laranja, or at least one of them. This is also an orange tree. Not a very nice one though. Another orange. Slightly dodgy clementine. I'm sure she'll do well in the end. And another clementine. One is a smelly clementine, one is a tasty clementine. Apparently there's a big difference. Big hole, full of poop. And what appears to be a rose bush. Be something of a surprise. Remains of an olive seed tree that was pruned over there. And here, we have possibly the worst plastering job we've ever done. Because this stuff went on like tar. But hopefully that'll fully waterproof it. We can maybe go over it again with something. It was the stickiest stuff I've ever had to work with and has ruined a pair of perfectly good gloves.
Why is that wet again?
I think it was from when we were filling stuff up, or it's from the leak here. Because this leaks up here. Oh yeah, I know why it's wet. It's because every time we move the hose around, it overflows.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. So, brief other question on that one. What are we? What's the supper decision?
We're having some egg noodles with sardines and a can in spicy tomato sauce. It's actually a very Mauritian meal. I think I've made it for you once before.
Did I like it?
I think so.
Oh, that's nice.
It has soy sauce in it, and you like anything with soy sauce.
Soy.
Good morning. Quick update on where we're at. So, yesterday was a very wet and rainy day, but we still got on with some work. We ploughed through. Oh, actually, I didn't say we managed to strim this very top terrace here. We got up to just around the water tank, but it was too wet to strim yesterday, so we started ploughing through this piece of land here. Essentially, the idea for this top terrace is it's going to be the sort of Airbnb guest terrace. So we're going to put some form of partition wall right here so that this Airbnb building can have this side, and then this Airbnb building can have this side. So this is going to have all the fruit trees, well, the citrus sort of garden. We're going to put seating around it, we're going to pave some of it, and then the guest parking will be right in front of the water tank. And we need to sort of flatten out the entrance there, which meets to the main road right there. The situation on the water tank, we filled it up completely yesterday and it stopped leaking.
It started leaking.
Well, yes, it started leaking just above the filler line. So we need to get another bag of filler and filler to the very top so it completely stops leaking. And we managed to fill up this other water container right here. And then we found out that the water comes out of a little tap right at the front of the house and inside the house. Tom managed to flood our entire kitchen, just ever so slightly.
Just a little sploosh.
Just a little splash.
With bacteria water.
Yeah. Party! And today's a nice hot day, so we're going to get strimming on the bottom terraces and then start building the compost bins because our compost toilet is nearly full.
Well, you're going to strim whilst I build.
I'm going to start strimming whilst Tom builds the compost bins.
Yeah, fun times.
Fun times. Ploughing was fun yesterday.
I'm looking for is how many bits of wood have we got spare?
What, pallets?
Well, we've got one pallet, and luckily up there there's a big bit of like 3x3 heavy wood. Just a post. So I'm going to use that as one corner and see what I can get to come off it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You should see the size of the spider I killed up there with it as well.
What, in the garage?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's alright, it's dead now. But now the trick is finding other bits to put together. And bearing in mind that the spider webs in there, Jesus, I'm not going in there yet.
Oh God.
Not dealing with that yet.
There's huge spiders everywhere. Getting more used to it though.
Yeah.
You know.
The trick is just got to keep your eye open for it, and when you see it, splat it.
Got to keep your eyes open for snakes, spiders, frogs,
Rubes.
centipedes, millipedes, potentially scorpions. Oh, and we also need to put in these fruit trees. I think these definitely need to go in today. We have the persimmon that needs to go in, the pomegranate and the peach.
Just thinking about those,
Yeah.
considering we're going to have that ploughed fully at some point,
Yeah.
we want to put them somewhere else. There's every chance, if he's got a big plough, he's just going to flatten them just because he won't have a choice.
Well, I was thinking, do we want to just put them closer to the fence with the neighbour? Yeah, but I mean, it only needs to be like a metre or so from the fence.
Bang it right on the line.
So he can plough a metre in front and then we can just go in with the hand.
Yeah.
Or go in by hand, not with the hand.
With the hand.
This view just doesn't get old.
Nah, it really doesn't, does it? Also, it is now a sensible temperature, thank Christ, because yesterday was quite breaking.
Yesterday was absolutely freezing, that we could not handle showering outside.
Yeah. Too chilly.
Too chilly!
No, it's really bad.
Shall I talk about what happened to us yesterday morning?
What, you mean getting stopped by the fuzz?
Uh-huh.
First time so far getting stopped and fined by the GNR due to crossing a central white line, which I must have crossed more times than I can say.
Yep.
I didn't realise, because they have these little no left turn signs, which to us just mean, I assumed it meant just don't be an idiot, don't turn the wrong way down the street, but what it actually means is don't go across the central line.
So we got pulled over by the GNR and fined €60. And it sort of dampened down start to the morning yesterday.
A little bit,
Yeah.
It was also a very grey day, which didn't help.
No. First car fine of Portugal.
Joy.
Joys.
Joys. Hashtag joy.
We have filled up the water tank, waiting for it to see if it does actually fill up above the line. And what did we find out yesterday?
Oh, what, that we have to drain the land before we can get a tractor over it?
Yeah. It's too much water
This land is very...
coming from that thing.
And the other things.
Well, we think it's that one overflowing onto that one, overflowing onto that one.
But if our friend with the big orange tractor tries to take the tractor over anything that's sodden, he will end up in the mud.
Yep, so he needs us to divert all the water off the land
Before he can strim or plough.
So we're going to see if we can dig up a trench.
First this one, then the next one, then the one after.
Which is how they used to have it before, right?
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day. So let's get digging.
Let's get digging.
So really it should go, what, from here or there, do you think?
I think it should be on our land.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Although, saying that, see whether there's a hole in here.
Oh. So we have dug a trench going across the water tank, and there is a visible leakage happening right here, which is why this tank won't fill up further than what, halfway you think?
2/3 I'd say.
2/3. So I need to figure out how the fuck to fix this leak. And we're now going to run some water in a hose to see if the water goes down there, which I'm pretty sure it will.
Well, I don't know how close that hole is.
I thought you were just going to put it in the actual funnel hole.
Oh no, not long enough, I think.
Do you suck in or do you breathe out?
I suck in.
Nice. Delicious.
But I don't have enough suck at the moment. I'm a bit puffed.
Do you want me to do that?
No, you'll get go in your mouth.
This might take a while. We now have a trench. We've managed to... a stream. We have a stream going on. We've managed to get the water coming out from the main water tank down to here. All the way down to the next terrace. Under this huge rock here. And then it comes out in the middle of the road. And all the way down there.
Which is good.
Is it good? I suppose. And now we're going to go dig through the second terrace to find out how to stop the water over there.
Party.
Party on! Surely we can just pick that up and just hef it.
Probably.
So that is the water coming down from the second terrace.
This is apparently the good water on this land.
The good drinkable water.
Not that I believe in yet.
Which is full of frogs.
So many froggage.
And we basically need to clear out this area so we can get to it and try to figure out how to make it stop running or how to divert it off the terrace.
Oh god. Here we are in the Lost Gardens of fucking Hilligan. Hated the book, The Secret Garden. Really reinforcing that.
Another pool of water. Just what we needed.
Yeah, we weren't a bit dry, to be honest. I was really worried about that. Really worried about running out of water.
Shall I try draining it?
Yeah, hold those. So, what little discovery have we made?
Well, we can't get this emptied or drained. There's rats and frogs and all sorts living in it. And that goes back probably further than
The back of the house. You can't see,
It's huge.
but that goes on
Forever.
forever.
A little scary.
Yeah. It does look like somebody actually dug it, doesn't it?
Yeah. The roots grew up so hard under the drain that it won't drain the water out. And the thickness of the shit that's fallen into that means that if we even managed to get this to drain, it wouldn't drain.
Yeah. And we're not really going to be able to get into it very easily either.
Yeah.
And there's so much water back there, I don't think that hose is even going to make a difference.
No, I don't think so.
Although...
I mean, if it was a lot of water, it would be coming out over the side, surely. And also that is literally dripping.
Yeah, well, and it was flowing, so this might be making a difference. What do you think of our cheery little water rat friend?
I mean, he's fairly cute. First rat of Portugal. Water rat.
Yeah.
Just playing with the frogs in there.
We shall call him Frog Shagger.
Right next to our compost bin over there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the next terrace down.
Next terrace down.
Never mind.
Yeah, he didn't look like he left the water much.
No. Although he looked fairly dry.
He just jumped straight in. I want to go have a shower.
Cool. Call it a day for today.
Call it a day, yeah, it's too hot.